Beg your pardon. Are you waiting to make a call?
My number has been busy. You can use it first, Father.
Thank you. We won't be but a minute. All right, Jim. Here's your dime. Now, don't be long. This gentleman is waiting to use the phone.
I won't be long, Father. I never take very long.
He won't be long. He's just calling heaven.
That's okay, Father. Where is he calling?
Heaven.
You don't mean, I'm afraid I don't understand, Father.
Well, you see, the old man and I, we're from St. John's Home for the Aged. He's very old and one of our guests. Each Tuesday, he likes to call heaven and tell them what he's been doing all week.
And he's calling heaven now?
Yes. And the phone here in the drugstore is the one he insists on using.
Well, he's talking to someone. Just exactly who is he talking to?
Frankly, I don't know. I've seen him dial. He dials H-E-A-V-E-N. He tells me he talks to St. Peter most of the time.
St. Peter, huh? Yeah, well, like you said, he's pretty old.
Yes. If he thinks he's calling heaven and makes him happy, that's all that matters.
Is he the only one like that at the home?
Yes, he's the only one who calls heaven every Tuesday. But there are quite a few who give him messages.
You know, my grandfather was 95 when he died. I always figured that he was a lot closer to God than most of us.
The old people at the home teach me a lot. As you say, they're a lot closer to heaven than the rest of us.
Yeah. I guess you're right. But the guy whose number he's dialing, there's a guy with a heart.
Yes. One day I shall dial the number and thank him when the old man can't come to make the call any longer.
I'd like to help. Is there anything I can do? You know,
Well, every Tuesday I buy the old man a malted milk. The malted milk and his weekly phone call are what he lives for.
Well, here, buy him a double malted.
God bless you. He'll be through soon. Notice how he's nodding his head.
He was pleased with me, Father. He told me so. I was talking to St. Michael this time.
St. Michael, eh? Well, you'll have to ask him how he drove the devil away when you call next Tuesday. I'd like very much to know the real facts about that.
All right, I'll ask him when I call next Tuesday. If he's in, Father. You know, I might be talking to St. Peter again next week.
Well, how about that malted milk now?
Fine. I've been looking forward to it the whole week. Oh, you can use the phone now if you want.
Why,
I'm in no hurry. Here.
Okay, thanks.
Hello? What? Yeah, the old man's through. He just forgot to hang up. What? Just a minute. Here's your wallet, mister.
Eat, Manuel.
I'm not hungry.
Eat anyway. It must be done.
See, I eat. It must be done.
What is the matter with the boy? Can you tell me? You, his mother?
Nothing wrong, Papa. I do as I am told. Somebody says, eat, Manuel. See, I eat. Somebody says, go to school. Study, Manuel. I go to school. Somebody says, work in the field, Manuel. See, I work in the field. That is the way it is.
That way is not good, my son.
No, Father, not very good.
What is good with us? What I ask?
It is not good that the boy here think that way, like an animal.
Live long time like an animal. After a while, think like an animal.
Well, not this. I am through. I have eaten. Now tell me, Mama, school today? Or will they want me in the field?
La escuela, school, Manuel.
Unless a man comes, says word.
There has been too much work in the field. That is not for you, Manuel.
What is for me, Mama? Sometimes this, sometimes that. When will I learn what I am to be?
You will learn.
First you will learn to read. Write. That is the start. It is bad enough that your father and I do not read.
I read, Mama. I read. See? Español. See? I read. Direcciones para darte una cuchara de este.
You read the Spanish because I taught you. Here, it's printed in American. Read that. Ah, you see, you're not so smart. You must learn to read American. English, they call it.
I speak English. I speak English very good.
Is that enough? You must learn to read the language of the country, your country.
I would like to. They say there's good future for anybody in this my country.
How can he learn to read? For us, there is always a new place. We move all the time. Pick cotton, pick fruit, pick the grapes. Now beets. Different states. Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico.
It was once very fine moving around this beautiful country. Always new places. But when we stop, there's no beauty. It's only like this. Always like this. Only different crop.
We move all the time. Things do not get any better. They are no better any place.
That's why the boy must learn. Me, I'm an ignorant man. For me, there's only this kind of work. But for Manuel here, he has a big chance in this wonderful country. Better as any place in all the world. He must only learn a little.
How often do they let him go to school? 3 days in the last month. Other days, man come take Manuel work in the field.
You know, these work agreements we sign, these contracts, it would be a good idea if we had someone to read them before we sign. Chihuahua.
You have heard your father, Manuel. Now take your book and study your lesson till it's time to go to school.
This English is a very funny language. Very difficult to learn to read, Mama. There are words that are spelled with different letters, but say the same way. Also words that are spelled the same, but they mean something different. Very difficult.
Study. Then school.
I guess you know why I'm here, Miss Madero. We're short 2 men in the field.
Oh, no, please, you must not take Manuel again.
Well, I'm afraid we'll have to, Mrs. Madero. Trello is sick, and Rare is drunk, too.
But Manuel is supposed to go to school.
Well, we've got a little understanding with the school board. They won't bother him.
But Manuel is so far behind with school. He's a big boy and still he cannot read.
Well, you can postpone his reading for a while. Plenty of time for school later. We've got to get those beets shipped. Yeah, too much learning only makes trouble. Anyway, there's no words printed on the beets. And Field work is good for a growing boy. Gets him out in the sun and the fresh air. Come on, boy. Extinguisher!
What does it say, Senor? What does it say?
Well, the hourglass didn't change much while that happened. But it was long enough for the pattern of a life or two to go winging off in a brand new direction. And that's the way we really measure time, not by the flow of a few grains of sand, but by the flow of happiness and sometimes the sadness that make up life's little theater.